Hello everybody, today we're going to do an omnibus review of Mo Willems' Elephant and Piggie books. I have I'm Invited to a Party, There's a Bird on Your Head, We Are in a Book, Waiting is Not Easy, and the 3 Biggie books, volumes 1, 2, and 3, and I'll review them with some of the pros and cons so you can see which ones you might want to buy. Our gateway Elephant and Piggie book was I Am Invited to a Party, and I was immediately drawn in by the really cute and actually funny illustrations. Now the books themselves seem kind of long, so they'll be like 57 or so pages, but there's really not a lot of text on each of the pages, so these books are actually a pretty quick read. What I really liked about them when I was reading them to my kid, who was at that point about 2, is that the illustrations are really hilarious. The expressions on Elephant and Piggie's face just make the book, and so it just makes it fun to read over and over again, just because of those really adorable expressions. Really simple illustrations, but very, very cute. We've definitely read this book a lot. As you can see, I even had to tape some of these pages together because it was well read and well loved. So over time, we began acquiring more Elephant and Piggie books. There's a Bird on Your Head. We Are in a Book. I really like this one a lot. Waiting is Not Easy is definitely one of my favorites. It's just a really cute story about Piggie trying to surprise Elephant. Adorable book. This actually got some kind of an award, I think a Theodore Seuss Geisel Award, but you know, my kids ripped off the medallion. In terms of these little books, they're all hardcover. Let's see how big they are. They're about 7 inches across by 9.5 or so inches down. They fit really easily on a bookshelf, and they're all exactly the same size. So, you know, easy to organize them. Fairly sturdy. As I said, We Are in a Book has had hundreds of reads by this point. It's still holding together besides the pages that I had to end up taping into it. Now, we like the Elephant and Piggie book so much that we ended up buying these Biggie books. So this book has Today I Will Fly, Watch Me Throw the Ball, Can I Play Too, Let's Go for a Drive, and I Really Like Slop. Of all of these books, I think I Really Like Slop is my favorite. It's got just a little bit more color to it. They added the color green to it, and I don't know, I just think this one is super funny and adorable. And, you know, the illustrations, as usual, are just hilarious. Now, what are the pros and cons of the Biggie books? Well, the pro, obviously, is that you get 5 books for a lot less than it would be for you to purchase all these 5 books individually. I would say the biggest con of these Biggie books is that they're so big and heavy that they end up not being read quite as much. I mean, for the kid to pick it up and hold it, if they're, you know, 3, 4 years old, it's actually relatively heavy. And, you know, sometimes kids will read when they're lying down or something. And then, again, for them to put this on their chest, it's a pretty substantial book for them to be able to read. So it's just not really super easy to use, I guess I would say, in that respect. If you're an adult and you're reading it to a kid, that should be no problem. You know, it's not, you know, it's not like 10 pounds or something like that. But for a kid, it can be hard and unwieldy to manage this book. Another thing that I've seen in a lot of online reviews is that the inside pages of the book are so heavy that the pages will actually sort of separate away from the binding. And so the book will essentially fall out of the binding. You can see with this volume 1, that's already starting to happen with ours. So, you know, give it time and eventually this part will probably rip away from the end papers. It's okay for us because my kids have gotten a little bit older right now and they've kind of aged out of Elephant and Piggie. I would say the ages 2 to 5 are sort of the golden years for Elephant and Piggie, but after that their interest level drops off and they're on to more complicated books. Biggie Volume 2, I Am Going, We Are in a Book, I Broke My Trunk, Listen to My Trumpet, and I Am a Frog. Of these, We Are in a Book is a duplicate for us, so we already have the original one of that, but we got 4 new books out of this. I guess Volume 2 is not my absolute favorite. I really do like I Am a Frog. That's a real cute one, but we had 1 dupe and only 1 that I really stood out to me. So I would say if I was to buy these over, I'd probably skip Volume 2. Elephant and Piggie Volume 3. There's a Bird on Your Head. Are You Ready to Play Outside? Elephants Cannot Dance. Should I Share My Ice Cream and I Will Take a Nap? really like these two, Elephants Cannot Dance and Should I Share My Ice Cream. Honestly, with Mo Willems, it may be just a matter of taste. I don't think that one story is substantially way better or way worse than the other. I really do like them all. I just think the guy has a real cute sense of humor. And as usual, you know, the funny illustrations always just kind of make the reading pleasurable and fun for kids and adults combined. So that's my review of Elephant and Piggie books. I got the 3 Biggie volumes, and like I said, the pros of these are it's an affordable way to build an Elephant and Piggie library if your kids are into that phase. The cons of it are kind of ease of use and the fact that if they're overused, the binding will probably fail at some point. And then for the singles, I have no problems with them in terms of usability. They're pretty darn sturdy. I think kids in the age range of 2 to 5 will really enjoy them. And guys, you really can't go wrong with Elephant and Piggie books, just depending which sort of size of book that you want to get. I highly recommend Mo Willems. They're just a lot of fun.